Captain, we've been following the things that have happened in this country, and one thing is clear. I know it's without any doubt in my mind, sir. We are a country of hypocrites. And the reason why I say this is, you cannot have rights without responsibilities.
Sure.
And see, when you have rights, you have to understand and say you cannot divorce it from responsibilities. How do I mean? If you have a car, so what car what your responsibility for owning the car, and say you do your maintenance, you make sure that the car is running effectively, and then the right you have over that is that you have the right to use the car when and how you want to. So anytime one person call baby, you can use the car. It serves you properly. But if you relinquish that responsibility, say you will do your maintenance on the car, your car will definitely break down, and you'll not be able to enjoy the rights to that car. It applies to your children or your wife at home. If you have a wife, she's your direct responsibility. And that's why you have certain rights to her. Now, the moment you relinquish your responsibilities to your wife as a man, you cannot demand those rights over her. It's a two-way thing. You can't leave one and take one. Right. And see, what is the responsibilities of Ghanaian citizens, and our citizens for that matter? The responsibility of every Ghanaian citizen is to hold their representatives to account, elected representatives. And see, when you give your mandate and a delegated authority to certain people to serve you, you enjoy certain rights by virtue of that delegated authority. But there's a way as your responsibility, you hold those people to account. And see, you've built a company and now your factory, and you've employed workers. Your responsibility is to make sure, Onua said they should run the business, we run it properly. You relinquish that responsibility. You don't make sure that the business is running very well. Your business is going to crash. It's going to collapse.
Exactly.
And you, the owner, are not going to have any rights to those businesses. That is the concept behind citizenship and your citizenry. And see, as Ghanaian citizens, we vote certain people into power. We give them responsibilities to handle for us. And I said we give them certain duties to execute. The responsibility as Ghanaians is that we have to hold those people to account and make sure, they deliver on everything that they've received the mandate for. Now, if we relinquish our responsibilities and these people do anything anyhow, and we have these problems, you cannot expect as a Ghanaian to enjoy those rights. But consistently, Ghanaians have shown, we do not value or even know what our responsibilities are as citizens. How then do we go on to enjoy rights? And see, like I'm saying, it's clearly shown right now, Ghanaian citizens have thrown out their responsibilities. They actually do not care what their representatives do with the power, or they've submitted, or they've surrendered into submission. They can't do anything about it until you do whatever you have to. But Captain, you see, as well-meaning Ghanaians, as who know what we have to do, have decided we'll not look up to anybody any longer. We will do what we have to do. How is it that the youth in Central Region, particularly Baby Ayafra and Winneba, are here supposed to be called Semper? Now, how is it that they come out and say, the forest,
festival, aboakyir,
no, the mining company be for as a lease to go and mine lithium. Yes. Government spokesperson, which is the Minister for Mines and Mineral Resources, Lands and Mineral Resources, were out denying the claims and saying that there's nothing like that going to happen. I don't like to refer to them as honorable because I don't think any of them in there are honorable. So I refer to him by his name that is his legal name.
Okay.
The Member of Parliament for
Efutu,
Afenyo Markings, yes, came out and said he would defend the land and make sure nobody actually takes. He said he would defend the rights of the land and make sure nobody takes that as a concession to mine anything. Captain, we've been in this country when it came out, several issues. We heard about the National Cathedral. It was on your show. I was the first person to break this story in Ghana. National Cathedral is not a Ghanaian-owned company. These people came out and told us, first off, they were not going to use state monies to build the National Cathedral. They told us this. Government spokespersons, in fact, high-ranking government personnel told us it was not going to be taxpayers' money they're going to use to build this, and that government was going to give seed money. Today, it turns out that all the money that they've sunk into the National Cathedral, over 90% of those funds came from the taxpayers' money.
That's right.
And see, if this same government representatives come to tell us, they've not given out this mining concession to any mining company, and that they're going to actually protect, which means they're trying to call the youth of Winneba liars. They don't even know what they're about. No problem. Fair is fair. To the youth of Winneba, and I want anyone to take this on as me inciting them. Because yes, Captain, I don't even deny it. I'm telling them to stand up for what is theirs. If the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has come out to deny, he has not given out any land concession in the forest to any mining company as concession, no problem. The Afenyo Markins has come out to say, he is actually going to stand and fight and make sure, nothing like that happens. No problem. Now I leave it directly to the youth of Winneba. If you find out, anybody has gone into your forest, the forest where your ancestors have practiced these things over centuries, if you find anybody going into your forest and they begin to mine, I am telling you, you have every right to do whatever you want to any of those individuals in there. I'll say it again. To the youth of Winneba, if the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has come out to deny, said they've not given anybody any right to go in there to mine, that is good. Afenyo Market is saying the same, say he has not given any mining concession to any company to go and mine in your forest. Good enough. I am saying to the youth of Winneba, if any of you find any excavator, any machine or any group of individuals going into your forest to do anything in there, I am telling you it is your right to defend your land. Captain, we'll move on to other matters.
Okay.
I am hearing almost about $330 million to go and reconstruct the Akwati motorway. You see, I have said the entire government machinery is gone mad, and I don't take my words back. I'm saying it and I'm re-echoing it again, that the entire government machinery is mad. Captain, you see, over the weekend I saw a story. It said 15 children have died in Tamale Hospital because they didn't have access to renal services.
You want to rest your case?
No.
Ah, okay.
I'm just trying to keep myself in check, yes. Yes. And so you see, 15 children were in a natural disaster. And in natural disaster, someone you sending donations, say but these are Ghanaian citizens who have not even turned 18, which means that the direct responsibility of all involved in Ghana. 15 innocent children have lost their lives by no fault of theirs because Tamale Hospital does not have renal facilities to give them treatment. Until 15 children just lost their lives, they died. The first point of call or concern for this government, and for that matter, anybody who has any stake in the governance process in Ghana, is that they want to go and fix the Tamamoto way with $330 million. No problem.
But what happened to the previous loan that they took for the Tamamoto way?
You see, this is what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy of Ghanaians. All these things are happening, Captain. People are quiet. Well, I've said this. The Christian Council is quiet. The so-called opposition, I don't even want to deal with them because we'll come to that later. But you see, Captain, all of these people are quiet. They are people who can talk. Civil society is quiet. Everyone is quiet. No problem. Captain, I don't have a problem. I can't force people to speak when they can't find their voices. I don't have a problem with that. But I am saying, Captain, when things get to a certain point and certain things begin to happen, I want everyone to maintain their peace and maintain their quiet. Captain says, in the church premises, no. The pastor will ask a general question, anyone here who doesn't think these two should be joined in holy matrimony to say so right now or forever hold their peace? Because yes, so one can't assemble at that point, when you come later to speak about it, nobody's going to listen to you because you had the opportunity to speak. I am telling them this, that Nyema said, things are going bad by the day, by the minute, and nobody is talking about it. Everybody has lost their voice. No problem. I am saying, it's a scientific process. When things continue to escalate to this point, Captain, right now there's no rule of law. I say Ghana is a failed state. The special prosecutor has come out to tell us, running near Juma or Ghana being, so he can't do anything again. I said from the very beginning, when they created that office, I think we were even on this show, we discussed it. So it's a very useless creation because it is a diluted version of the auditor, Attorney General. And if Attorney General himself cannot do the work, how can a special prosecutor do this work? What's the function of IOCO? IOCO is supposed to take on some of these cases. Corruption and corruption-related issues. That's what IOCO does. And this even with organized crime. And we know that this kind of issues is not any nipa back on there. It is the case, no. It has become a foolish case right now. But we know she's not the only one who is acting on her own. But nobody is dealing with this. This is organized crime. This is the mandate of IOCO. But everyone is quiet. And you say, Yakofa, we've created the office of the special prosecutor to take on what and to do what. And so he has come out to vindicate us. We told people, we told the general public, the office of the special prosecutor is the most useless creation this government has ever done in relation to the fight against corruption. And he himself has come out right now. Waman has also said he can't do anything about it right now and that we are left to our own. Captain, you see, and this is this. We have seasoned judges, Supreme Court judges. I don't even want to use that word honorable, but the Chief Justice, The current Chief Justice is a woman. And I'm expecting, sir, people like this will add their voice to the things that are happening right now. But they've gone quiet. Everyone is quiet. And I'm saying, Captain, in this silence, no, this loud silence, no, let them continue in this loud silence when things go out of play. They should continue having this silent posture when things go out of hand. But I'm saying to every Ghanaian that's watching right now, we've relinquished our responsibility of making sure that we hold these people to account. And we're responsible for everything that is happening in Ghana and is going to happen going forward. Because you cannot continue on this trajectory and make sure and think that everything is going to happen normally. Captain, it doesn't happen anywhere in this world.